It was good, YouTube. It's Ray Jarrell. So in today's video, I'm gonna bring you out part 1 to my Trey Flex mini scheme. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. Now, before I get into the video, I do got a couple things I want to say. So first, let's get this video to 75 likes for part 2. And the reason, like I said, I do like goals is because I don't, sometimes I don't know what y'all would like, and I don't know if y'all would see more of the offensive formation that I chose to do a video on. So that will tell me, hey, I do like this. I do want to see part 2. So if you want to see part 2, please get this video to 75 likes, and I will deliver that to y'all. And also, man, we are in playoff times in the NFL. So let me know who y'all favorite team is. Y'all can see I am a Saints fan. Y'all can see this is not a Drew Brees jersey. It is number 9, but it's not a Drew Brees jersey. And also it says, Ray Jarrell on the back of it, because my dad got this customized for me, and I truly appreciate that. So let me know what your favorite team is, if your team made the playoffs, or who you're going for in the playoffs. But let's go and hop into this video. So right here we got Trey Flex, and for your your personnel, you want to have your best receiver where Brandon Cooks is. So your number 1 receiver. Now, he doesn't need to be the fastest receiver. He just needs to be your best route runner. Your best route runner. And you'll see why that's important here in a second. And now, your second best receiver is going to go right here. Or right here. It doesn't really matter. You just need your best receiver where 13 is. And I would recommend personally for this scheme, you can leave it just like this, honestly. Or you can put, for this scheme, we're going to do it this way. So for part 1, I want you to put your second best receiver where Will Fuller is, and you want to put your third receiver obviously in the middle, and I'll show you exactly why that's important. So the players we're going to be talking about is going to be Levels corner, and we're talking about SE corner. Now, Levels corner, I'm not running a stock, don't worry. There's a few adjustments that I love to make this play a little bit better and to flow really well with this scheme. So it's not stock, so don't be like, oh, Rail's just showing me a stock Levels corner. No, it's not stock. So the first play I do want to talk about though is SE corner. Now on defense, of course, we're going to be in big nickel because I feel like that's the best defense to kind of show you a good example of. And now I'm going to show you cover. I'm going to show you man. I'm going to show you cover 4 quarters, cover 3, and cover 2. Normally, if y'all really watch my videos, y'all know I normally just do cover 3, cover 2, and man. But I wanted to try to add in another coverage shell. So that's why I chose cover 4 quarters. A lot of people do run it. So let's start off in cover 3 though. So this is the play it looks like originally. And for the setup, well, first, before I do that, let me go and press, because most people do press in cover 3. So you want to take triangle, put him on a streak. You want to take square, put him on a drag, and motion him over. Now, I recommend double teaming this end over here, Smith, and you're going to have a nice little read over here. So you want to wait for him to clear the tight end, and you want to read circles. So all you want to do is drift out the pocket kind of, and then get a possession catch animation just like that. And I am going to hop and replay and show you what else is open and what doesn't get open, things of that nature. So when you run this play, you're going to notice right here the drag. So if there's zone dropping, then he is going to play way up here. And the reason that this circle route gets open is because this streak is going to push back that middle third, so he'll never be able to play that. Not middle, outside third, so he'll never be able to play that. And so all you're reading is this flat defender. Is he zone dropping? Is he going to get back there? So you see him do a shuffle, then I'm throwing that, you see. So I'm reading him, and I see that get open, I'm throwing it. Now if there's zone dropper, like I said, he's going to be somewhere way up here. So look what's going to get open. This drag is going to get wide open. Now you probably think, well, what if they just zone drop and then use this drag? Well, look what else we're going to have open. We're going to have this nice little end route that's going to get created right here. And then, because the hook curls are not going to cover that, so that's going to just be wide open for a nice little dot across the middle. So you really have a 3-way read on this play. That's why I really love it, because there's no way a user can cover it. So let's talk about cover 2 next. So you see we do got cover 2. Let's go and press. Now with cover 2, there's 2 setups. So you can run the stock one that you can run it like I just showed you, where you take triangle, put them on a streak, take square, put them on a drag, motion them across. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm not going to go and replay against this one because I feel like there's a better way to run it just for cover 2, but I will show you what it looks like in case you're curious. So it's the same read. Is it open? Yeah, let me throw that. So if you're nervous about that read, or if you don't think you can make that read, then I highly advise using a second setup. So it's one that I will use too. So let's go back to cover 2. Let's go and press. And now for cover 2 specifically, you want to take triangle, put them on a streak. Take square, put them on a smoke screen just like this. And now your read's going to be simple. You're reading between square and circle. Those are your only reads you're making. So, well, what's happening? Okay, he's going to back off. Okay, I could throw that. So you see him come down, and I know I can fit that pass in there. And they'll never be able to make a play on that. And I'll show you a replay exactly how I'm reading that. So all I'm doing is reading that cornerback. So on the snap of the ball, I'm reading him. You see him back up, and then he kind of stutters. That's when I'm throwing the ball, when I see him stutter. So you can tell right here, I'm reading. I see him come back, and then I'm throwing that ball right there because I know he's coming back. Now, if he was zone dropping, then he would just continue to go back, and then guess what's going to be wide open? this right here for an easy little dot. So that's what I like to read. Also, I'll show you what else is open as well. This running back route is going to be open, so you always have a three-way read with this play. That's why I really love it. So you can either have the running back if you want real quick, or you can read here to here. So that's why I really love this play against pretty much all coverages. So next, I'll show you cover four quarters, and cover four quarters actually does a pretty good job of covering it. But what it's going to do, it's still man matches. So this corner route is going to get man matched by this safety right. Hopefully it doesn't mess up with me clicking on it, but it's going to get man matched with this safety right here. So as long as he can beat his man, which that should be your best receiver where circle is, then you'll be fine. So I will show you that real quick. And so also sometimes you can have the drag open because of the match coverage. It looks like it's going to play, but it doesn't. As you can tell, he's going to like kind of drop off and you'll be able to throw that. So even if you miss your read or they clamp it up, then you'll always be able to have that on the sideline. And I will go replay real quick just to show you what else is opening is cover four quarters, and then we're going to go ahead and move on. So one thing that you should know, match coverage, it's going to look like it can play this, but they'll always drop off and leave you a nice throw on the sideline. Now, this is what I was trying to tell you. They're going to man match right here, so as long as he can win, you can throw that. So right now, I would recommend throwing that, and I'll throw that real quick for you just so you can know it's open. You just want to throw it and then low ball. I'm not low ball. You want to possession catch it if you throw that. Now, what else is open? Honestly, pretty much nothing else, unless you can have a dominant tight end right here who can beat this safeties. But other than that, I wouldn't recommend trying to make that read. But I will show you against cover four quarters what I was talking about real quick with circle, and then after that we are going to move on. I won't go and replay about this one just because I just showed it, but I just want to show you that it can win as long as that's your best receiver. So it's going to snap the ball right here. He does get a little chuck, but that's fine. As you can see, a lot of times you be able to throw that and then possession catch. A lot of times they're not going to let him get a pick animation as long as that's your best route runner and your best player, which it should be. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the last coverage. It's going to be man coverage. So with man coverage, it's going to press, call over the top like most people will. Just take triangle, put him on a streak. Take square, put him on a drag. And I'll show you why I love this setup, because you're going to have like a three-way read. And it's not going to matter whether they're putting purples out there or not, just because of what all we're attacking on the field. So you can see right there, we're going to be able to throw circles still. As long as that's your best route runner, you'll be able to throw that. And I'll show you a replay exactly what I love against man. That's not my read. I was just kind of throwing it just to see if it would get open. But in man coverage, of course, you're always going to have that drag route as like a first check down. But right here, you notice something right here. So with this route, if it's man coverage, you're going to get this little glitchy little angle route, and he's going to be able to run away. Look at that. That's an easy dot. Obviously, there's not going to be nobody right here. And if you have a good tight end, this is going to be a viable option too, if he's a good tight end. If he's not, then I wouldn't recommend throwing that. But right here, I will throw that running back route one more time, and then I'll show you some gameplay with me running this. So we're going to call cover two man. Go ahead and call over the top, and right here I'll put them in purples just so you can kind of understand that like they have to set the purples at the right depth. And even if they do, we just attack in so many areas. We're attacking short, we're attacking deep, and we're attacking the middle all at the same time. So let's say they wanted to drop purples to take that away, and then look, R1 is going to do a nice job possession catch that, and normally you'll catch that ball. Now, the last play that I do want to talk about is going to be this levels wide corner play. So, as you can see, it's just a regular corners play. But what I like to do, I like to take square and either put him on a slant or I like to put him on a drag. It's completely up to you. So, my favorite is the slant. And then all you want to do is motion across. So, the reason I like this is because now they're going to be thinking we're running the same type of play. We're attacking the left side, but we're really reading the right side. So, first, you want to read that running back. Is that open? You know, obviously, I shouldn't have thrown that, but that's going to be your thought process. Is that open? Is that open? So right here, I'm gonna run the same thing, but I'm just not gonna and we are in cover 3, by the way, and I am gonna press, but I'm not gonna make a read. So I'm gonna take the sack intentionally, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I love to read this play right here. So as you can see, square is gonna get open, of course, and then also it's gonna have triangle, and also X does get open. But I'll show you all that in the replay real quick, and kind of exactly why I like this. So like I said before, when they see this motion. Already emotional, huh? Yeah, when they see this motion, they're gonna think, oh, he's trying to run this play where he's running a corner out, he's running a streak. Yeah, I'm already on all that. So a lot of times they're gonna forget to put zones out here on this side because they're gonna try to compensate for that left side. So sometimes you can dump this off, but if they're playing cover 3, then a lot of times they play that. But a lot of times you can have this throw right here on the break too, just low ball that, and a lot of times they'll give you that. I wouldn't suggest throwing this when they're like this because they might pick it off if you want to throw that on the sideline. But right here, as you can tell, you're gonna have that slant wide open, and a lot of times the user, if you run that first play a lot, they're gonna start kind of being on this side anyways, just to kind of try to take away the concepts that's coming on that side. So a lot of times you are gonna have this slant right there in a nice pocket. All you have to do is possession catch that. No need to low ball it, just possession catch that. Now, 9 times out of 10, they will try to take that slant and run with it, and that's going to leave triangle wide open, or sometimes you can have circle open depending on if they start trying to what's called double Mabel, where they put purples and put hard flats and purples on the, 2 different sides, basically leaving the middle wide open, and then you'll be able to have either one of those for an easy dot. So let's talk about cover 3. No, cover 2, my bad. Let's talk about cover 2 right here. Going press, literally same exact thing. I will show you. This time I put them on a drag route just so you can kind of see it. It doesn't really matter as long as you have something coming to that backside. That's all you really need. And right there, as you can tell, I had triangle. I was trying to low ball it, but I got hollered at. But I'm gonna go and replay real quick and just kind of show you what I like against cover 2. Then we'll talk about cover 4 quarters, man, and I'll show you some gameplay, of course. So right here, we do have cover 2. Obviously, you can throw that drag. If the user doesn't want to respect that, then you could just easily take that, turn it up, get about 4 or 5 yards, move on to the next play. Now, right here, you could play with fire if you want to. You could try throwing that, because yes, that's technically open. If you throw it right here, that's open. They aren't going to let that safety come down and pick that. Worst case scenario, you get a knockdown animation. But what you're really banking on with this play, you're banking on them trying to do funny stuff with their coverages to stop the first play that we were talking about. And obviously, you can low ball that right there. That's what I was trying to do. Or if they're not playing these 2 hook curls, if they're putting them in other things, you can have circle. A lot of times when you run this play in game, things are just going to be wide open with this play because they're going to be trying to do crazy stuff with their zones, and that's why I like this play. It's such a simple way to catch them doing crazy stuff. So let's talk about cover 4 quarters next. We'll go and press. Now I'm going to take them and put them on a slant this time. Should be a slant. Oh, right here. So put them on a slant this time, and I'll kind of show you what's open on this. So you can see right there, circle's going to get just wide open. And like I said, I'm getting hollered at because the Packers D-line is really great. And I'm going to go and replay real quick about cover 4 quarters. Then I'm going to show you some man coverage, show you gameplay. That's going to be the video. Now, going to snap the ball, as you can tell right here, I did have, I would have had square had I waited. No, actually, they did a good job with that. So a cover 4 quarters, you're not going to have that open. Or if you do, it's going to be on the sideline, but it's going to take a while to get that open. But your main read, you're banking on the fact of the user guarding this just to open up the circle route, or you could lowball this triangle route. So you'll have both of these open, and 9 times out of 10, you just want to read the user because in cover 4 quarters, they're going to be user in somebody, you know. So if they're user in this guy, then you might just have that slant open if they want to run with it, because a lot of times they'll kind of pass it off like he did. But it's just a read, all I'm trying to say. So 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have circle or you're gonna have triangle. So it's kind of hard to explain because it just depends on what the user does with this play. That's why I like to just mix it in there just to give them another look. So last coverage I'm gonna show you about is man coverage, which by far is, I love running this against man. So this mainly is a man play, but I was just showing you get zones, and it's just a man play because it's gonna do a great job of just getting everything open. Hopefully I get time. Yeah, I do got some time, but I'm gonna go on replay real fast, and then show you some gameplay after that. Now, like I said, I love this against man coverage. Zones, it's okay, as you can tell. Some zones it works better against, some zones it actually does a great job against. But man coverage is where you're really going to make your money at, and people are still running man coverage almost every play. So this is just a good play to come to. So the reason why is because what's going to happen is this motion slant is going to get picked up by this guy because of how Madden 21 does his switch rules. So he's going to be switched on to him, and he'll never get there. He's already way outside, and the slant's coming, so he'll never ever get there unless he's just that good of a cornerback. Like, he has to be great, and the receiver has to be terrible, because you can see that's actually Jair Alexander, one of the best Regs cornerbacks, against Will Fuller, and that should already be your second fastest receiver anyways. I mean, just look at the separation. That's an easy throw. So 9 times out of 10, the user's going to run with that. Wherever the user is, even if you use user in like this safety or something, he's probably going to run with that slant, which is going to open up, of course, this throw right here that you just seen me make, or it can open up this throw right there. So that's gonna wrap it up for part 1. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Like I said, get this video to 75 likes for part 2, and that'll let me know that y'all truly did enjoy it. But anyways, I hope y'all have a blessed day. I'm Ray Drill, and I'm out.